Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm just going to do a little video, go over this log just quickly just to show you a cool wee thing I found as to why my passes weren't so consistent. Another thing I want to show you is what happened to the gearbox. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what I've got here is I've got a few logs I want to show you, go over you and show you what's happening. So this one's here, I've got traction control. I have here rear wheel speed and front wheel speed. Just you can see the difference between these two. That's actually, you know, the back wheel's spinning faster than the front, which means obviously I'm getting a bit of wheel spin. A lot more wheel spin up here than I am here, for instance. So to combat this, I have a little technique. I'll show you guys because you know you're my followers. I don't mind giving a wee bit of info away, but my main throttle target. So when I go 100% on the pedal position here, as in on my foot pedal, when I'm doing 0 kilometers an hour, it will only give me 10% throttle. Now, this is a 4D axis on max ECU. At 110 kilometers an hour, it will give me 100% throttle. And what it basically does is it interpolates them, which gives me a nice smooth curve for my throttle position. So the idea of it is I can go 100% throttle on my pedal here, 100% throttle position, and the actual main throttle blade itself will only open 13%, it's in there, so it holds it nice and steady. And as you can see, it kind of rises up gently, but as I was getting wheel spin and having to drop off, you can see the jagged lines. It's not exactly ideal, but it was just a test, just to see how it would do with me going 100% pedal position and see what it would do ramping in to try and stop wheel spin. So throughout the day I was finding that when I was launching I was taking off, and even on the line it felt quite aggressive. It felt like it didn't feel like it was 15% throttle, and it would just spin up the wheels. And every pass I'd done was completely different, and it was very hard. I didn't really understand what was going on. The traction surface couldn't have changed that much, so I've been looking over the logs just now and I found out what the reason for that was. So coming up to the staging lane, I'm holding a nice steady RPM here. I've got my throttle position at 100%, but I'm noticing here that my pedal position, my actual car sounded like it was quite high and pops and bangs and stuff like that on the launch control. Well, it was actually because I was trying to get 15% throttle, but it was giving me 62. I couldn't understand why, because I was stood still. But if you look here, my wheel speed sensor here on the front left is getting a random signals from somewhere, some sort of interference. As you can see, my rear wheel speed, which is this green one here, is at 0. So I am actually stopped, but my front wheel speed was moving. And because of that, it was actually throwing off my throttle target. This one here, you can see I have just the way it should be. You know, it's not raising up here or anything like that. It is just doing as it's told. This is one of the runs here. As you can see, you know, my rear wheel speed sensor is at 0, my front is at 69. So I am stood still, but for some reason this is getting a random speed signal, which again is throwing off my throttle position and my pedal position. Pretty much every run I done, I got this weird interference coming from somewhere. I'm not sure where it's coming from. I think it's maybe to do with the VR converter itself picking up some millivolt signal from interference from the fan wiring or something similar to that. But as you can see, as I'm launching, it's just all off, and this is the actual throttle position here, and this just causes my wheels to spin. I let off the throttle here to try and regain control, but you can see the general consensus of the throttle body opening up nice and gradual. And if we look at the time here, I'm only full throttle about 5 seconds, 4.9 seconds into the run. And yeah, you can see the traction at Trail Raceway is not exactly ideal, because I do spin the wheels pretty much all the way up the track. So to sort that, I'm going to be taking off the VR conditioner and trying a different one. I'll try some testing at home. If that doesn't work, I'm going to put the VR inputs directly into the max ECU. So that's that, that's fun and games. I'm glad that I found that out, and I will sort that out for next time, so it should give me some consistency to try and get the short track down. So next thing I'm going to show you is the gearbox. I hope you're ready for some destruction. Oh, damn! Aye, so there you go, you can see some mega snappage on the go. This is inside the box, me trying to find all the pieces because it burst 4 of them off. But yeah, but as you can see, the box is pretty clean, so it's just the clutch basket itself. The clutches themselves look really good, so I'm pretty happy with it. But I was very surprised at the carnage. And here's the new flywheel that I'm going to be using, a dual mass. So there we go, guys. Bit of a mess, but you know, it's no problem at all. I've actually sourced another gearbox already. I'm changing up my flywheel setup. I'm going to be running a dual mass flywheel now, and I need to get the machine in. I'm away for a couple of weeks, so it gives me around about a day or two again to try and figure something out and make something up. But we should hopefully make it to the next test and tune sort of day at Crail Raceway. I think it's on the 10th of October, so yeah, that's something to aim for anyway. Car again won't be ready, I've not got the time, but you got to test these things out. It's all a bit of fun at the end of the day, not taking it too seriously. So anyway, you guys, as always, stay safe, take care, and we'll catch you in the next vid. Cheers.